Good, I thought it was gonna be a third phase, okay, with flying shits. I wouldn't be surprised. Got a perk. No, with the better. Maybe a death ray. That's it. Ah, fucking great. The game just gets better as you move on. Fucking see. That's fucking netto. It's just netto. For all of this. Come on. What is wrong with this game? Heal up. Oh man! Kaži. Kaži. Evo sad ću. Alright. Unbelievable what it takes. Unbelievable. You're bugged. I'm completely fine with it. When not enough money. Although maybe I can put it into something. I don't use a crossbow. I need 5,000 for great finish. Maybe that. Or the Scorcher can now spit flames 30% further. We go with the further flames. That's good enough.
I'm so glad you're here to witness this great change.
This is the end.
The president joining our bloodline, sharing his secrets just like your father did. We cannot be stopped!
We'll see about that.
tried to make you understand. In order to build something, you need to demolish its past.
Your stupid ambition took everything from me. You turned my father against me and everything he stood for. That was a fate worse than death. I'm here to make sure you won't do the same to anyone else.
At least it is through four. Let's see what she's doing. That's the final boss. Fucking healing box.
There's no pride when you kill the weak. It's mercy.
Let me see what she's doing first.
There's no pride when you kill the weak. You've been irritating me for so long. You never deserve to be one of us.
That's disgusting, that attack. Charge dash.
You can't reach me. I'm heading the fools in Calico. Leadership is not for you. You'll never match your father. Oh, that was painful. You can't reach me. Why can't you just die?
It'll be a long fight. It's gonna be a long fight.
It's not pride when you win with the weak. It's mercy. You never deserve to be one of us. You're nothing but a boring monster slayer. It's not pride when you win with the weak. It's mercy. You can't reach me.
I don't think it was. Extremely kill. Can dodge grab.
There's no crime when you kill your brother. That's your You never deserve to be one of us! I pity the fools in Calico! Leadership is not for you! There's no crime when you kill the weak. It's mercy! You've been irritating me for so long, Jesse Eradicate! I'm killing guys!
Jesus, man.
Final phase, I guess.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, okay, that's huge AoE.
Witness my supreme power!
There is no... I can't fight with melee here. The fuck? No, I can't fight them. No. It's impossible. Whatever the fuck that was. worry.
Here, you beautiful son of a bitch. You did it. The situation is contained, sir. The Institute's resources were finally put to good use. It was just a matter of proper management. We couldn't allow for it to be led like a small-town family business. Or even worse, to be run by a woman.
Sir, this man continuously abused his position of power for personal gain. His poor decisions jeopardized the whole country. And for that alone, he should be put behind bars.
James, Dr. Blackwell here has shared some rather interesting information on your conduct of late. If even half of those allegations are true, I'm afraid you're done for. Mr. Rentier, your father was a great friend. Seeing your performance today, I have no doubt that his legacy is secure. I wonder, it appears we're down a Secretary of War. Ever see yourself in the capital, son?
Oh, I ain't much behind a desk.
Fair enough. Then I'll see to it that full control of the Rentier Institute is returned to you. I'm afraid only you have the, necessary skills to deal with a conflict like the one we appear to be facing.
We do, sir. We do. But to win this, we need to be bigger than ever.
And smarter.
With better protocols.
And stronger lines of communication.
Well, it sounds like you two have it all under control. You've got my full support in any way I can provide, son. Carte blanche, as they say. The sky's the limit.
Such a wonderful place, what a shame we can't stay. This exhausting chase is now over. Such a beautiful world, but it drives us all mad. The memories are gone, but at least we're not sad.
Jesus Christ, there's a new game plus. And what changes in a new game plus? Keep all progress. Will restart the story. Yet a more rewarding challenge. За 20-30 минут. Да. We'll do a review for this. I just need a minute. It doesn't allow you to revisit maps, it only allows you through a new game. Weird.
Since the time of the founding fathers.
Nah, it's not that bad. Gotta be careful.
I mean, I don't see a point of a new game plus. They say it's gonna be even more difficult, but you get all the tricks from the start, everything is unlocked. That's kinda crap. There is no sense of progression, and this game is all about progression. But I can pick what I want to play, which is great. I'll leave it to the review. Then cool map. Just to take the piss and then we're gonna do it. Yo!
There you are. I was starting to worry you'd never wake up.
Feels like I got hit by a train.
Those demons in Dickinson did a real number on you. Still, you'll live to fight another day.
For all the good it did me.
We all have our crosses to bear, my son. Even our Lord Jesus Christ fell 3 times on the fateful road to Calvary. We are none of us immune to trials of the flesh.
At least he could finish his mission.
Oh, come now. Here I thought you rentiers were made of sterner stuff.
You heard of us? How?
A few of your agents set up camp in the mountains a while back. Quiet lads, but goodness, were they fond of their moonshine.
Didn't know we had a cell up here.
The lightning storms at their camp did much to stoke local superstition about thunderbirds and other such nonsense.
Hold on. Did you say lightning storms?
When they were deep in their cups, they'd ramble on and on about how they could channel the power of lightning through their metal gloves.
I need to contact my people in Calico. Is there a telegraph station nearby?
A couple of miles south, sure. But there's one small problem.
Probably should have led with that, Padre.
They started creeping out from the holes in the ground after we got back from Dickinson. Lord knows how many of them there are by now.
Send your fastest man out to the telegraph station, then get everyone into the church and stay put until dawn.
Before you go, Hunter, one of your people left this explosive contraption here last time. We were afraid to even touch it, but I'm sure you'll put it to good use. Is there anything more we can do to help?
Pray.
Let's do a review for Evil West 2022. First of all, what is Evil West? Evil West is a classic half-brain-dead third-person shooter, very similar to Space Marine. Is my mic on? Yeah. Very similar to Space Marine. It has that charm of a Warhammer 40k, but it's in a Wild West. And you're slaying vampires and monsters. Muslava, my kids are crazy. Let's do it again from the start, because I need to release this on YouTube. Muslava. So, again, Evil West. I hate doing this, by the way. I hate, especially when it's live and they interrupt me like this. Okay, Evil West, my fair review. What is Evil West? Evil West is a half-brain-dead third-person shooter that's most similar to old Space Marine from 2010. It has that Warhammer 40k charm, but it's in a Wild West, and you get to slay vampires and monstrosities along the way. It's a very stupid game, but it's also fun in its own way. Why do I say so? During this 2022, I haven't seen a classic fun brain-dead game. Okay, they all pretend to be Souls-like with disgusting writing, okay, where the story is basically the puzzle and you need to figure it out, then item descriptions, and you know how it goes in the last 2-3 years. This is a very straightforward game. It doesn't want to be smart, it wants to be stupid, okay, and that's why it's fun. And after all, 90% of this game is actual gameplay, where you get to press buttons and click stuff, and only 10% of it is the cutscenes, story, time-wasting crap. So it doesn't waste your time. It values your time. With all of that said and done, let's open up with the story. Story of Evil West is the weakest part of the game, by far, in this AA title. It was also done in Unreal Engine. So, every time when you finish a mission, there's 16 missions, 16 maps, 16 chapters. You got an intro cinematic and outro cinematic, and sometimes it can also happen in between, boss cinematics and so on. Cinematics are good in terms of presentation, in terms of action and so on, but the writing is just awful. It's disgusting, it's cringe. They use insults and they curse like freaking crazy, okay? But it doesn't have any connection, you know. It seems like it was done just to be done, to keep your attention on the story, but I don't feel like it. I can't wait for cinematic to end so I can continue shooting stuff. As far as story goes, you're a vampire slayer and you are supposed to save America in a Wild West by killing vampires. Or better to say, you're supposed to save the president. That's the entire story. Kill the bad guys. End of story. As I said, it's the weakest part of the game. Writing, bad, but you can see that they invested time into crafting all of those cutscenes. There's like 30, 40 cutscenes in a game. Four out of 10. Bugs and optimization. There are bugs, there are glitches, enemies, they can, once you execute them, they can pass through walls, you can execute them inside of the SOK, and I don't know, you can get stuck when opening a chest, but a simple reload, quick load, resolves the entire issue. So, minor amount of bugs, no glitches. Stutters can happen from time to time when you shoot a chain that it drops down. That's when the frames drop, and only then. During combat, I see no frame drops as far as optimization goes. I played on ultra settings. Plus I was streaming the game with a graphic card too. I guess it's gonna work even better outside of streams, though the game is like optimized well, at least for PC. I also heard that consoles are suffering to keep stable frame rates on this game. In my case, it was a smooth experience with minor amount of bugs. That's in short. 9 out of 10. Game time. It depends on a player, it depends on a difficulty you play on. On the easiest difficulty, the story difficulty, I guess this is 6 to 8 hours long game. On the hardest difficulty, evil difficulty, this is like from 12 to 16 hours long game. Okay. Now, there comes also the stuff of replay value, where the game offers New Game Plus, where it gets even harder. I don't see a reason at all to replay this game. There is like basically zero replay value, even if they offer New Game Plus, nothing changes. Only enemies are even bigger bullet sponges than they are on the evil difficulty. For this type of game, a third-person shooter, it's longer than average. Okay, like for example, it's way much longer than Space Marine, for example, because it's the same genre. Longer than average, especially for a AA title. But the game is costly. Okay, I can't even say costly, the game is freaking expensive. It's 50 bucks. I know it's a new title, this is AA game, it ain't worth 50 bucks. It's gonna drop the score. I would not pay more than 20 bucks for this game, it ain't worth it. Okay, for sure not 50 bucks, that's nearly a AAA title price. I don't say how AAAs are worth also 50, 60 bucks, they're not, 90% of them are not, and this game is probably worth it more than like 70, 80% of AAA titles, even though it's AA, but still, it's way too freaking much for what it offers. If the price is 20 bucks, I would give it 8 out of 10. Because it's 50 bucks, give it 6 out of 10. Game difficulty. So, I played the game on the evil difficulty, hardest difficulty. And it was hard. I died a lot. You need to stay focused. Everything can one-shot you. I don't know about the easier difficulties, it's probably way much easier. Evil difficulty is just straight up broken. And is it challenging? Yes, it is, but it has a problem of I can't say they're bad hitboxes. Sometimes hitboxes are off. And considering I was playing on evil, when that happens, I usually get one shot. In like 50% of my death, I was dead because of a hitboxes. Not because I made a mistake. If, for example, the screen is like here, I die or I dodge from here and transfer to where I am right now, and then the enemy smacks the ground over here and I die over there. That ain't good. But as far as challenge goes, it's great. And it offers 4 difficulty mods: story, normal, hard, and evil, so everyone can play. Boss fights are challenging. Bigger enemies are extremely challenging, especially when they surround you. Small enemies, they're there to butcher and slaughter for fun. I'm undecided between 8 or 9 out of 10. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. Maps and graphics. Let's start from the graphics this time. As you can see, these are ultra settings. There is detail, but nothing special, and you need to take into account that this is Unreal Engine. For AA title, it looks good, but I can't say it's a beautiful game. It's not. It doesn't need to be beautiful, it needs to be fun, because it's a third-person shooter. Like, you transferred a combo of Space Marine, Doom Eternal, and place it into one game. As far as maps go, we got 16 maps in total, and there's a huge, and when I say huge, I mean it, map variety and map design. Every map feels unique. Every map is of a different color. Every map is with different things to do. Some maps are extremely linear. Some maps have a lot of backtracking. Some maps have some environmental cutscenes. Some maps are straight up shooting parts arena after arena. Some maps are designed around bosses. Some maps are designed in arena combat and simple puzzles, but variety is there. I can't say anything bad about it. Like, really, some maps were great, and all of them are different. There's 16 in total. There is no mini-map. UI is great. It's very simplistic. It's clear. It works well. It's what I call, what I like to say, eye-friendly. Okay, very, very nice UI. This is a good part of the game. I love it because it has variety, and I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10 for maps and graphics. It's a solid graphics with Unreal Engine, and map variety is just amazing. UI is also very good. Gameplay. Now, as I said, a slight combo of Souls-like, Doom Eternal, and Space Marine. And when I started the game, I found it extremely bad and extremely boring during map 1. It was below average. Then the second map started. It was average. Then the third map started. I thought of the game above average. Then fourth, fifth map, way above average. Then I encountered those maps, let's say from 7 to 14. Good. This game never goes downhill. It starts extremely bad and it only gets better and better and better as time goes on. Because you got more tricks in your sleeve, you got more items, more weapons, more moves, new enemies spawn non-stop, maps they change in variety, so gameplay is really fun. And what's even more important, 90% of it is where you get to play, not to watch freaking cinematics. It's not a Hollywood crap game, even though story is Hollywood crap. A lot of time went into gameplay for this game. Okay. Shooting parts. Shooting parts are... It depends on the enemy, it depends on the tricks you wanna use. There's kamikaze things, there's flying enemies, there's brutes, and I don't know what else. There's like 1 million type of enemies, okay? And every time when you encounter a new enemy, you need to adapt the gameplay or you're gonna die. Especially in this difficulty, you're gonna die in less than a second. I'm telling you right now. And I mean it. The game, even though it's silly, even though it's a double A title, I like it a lot. Like, really a lot. I haven't played a brain dead game for a long time. This offers fun and challenge at the same time. Now, I don't want to show every freaking trick in this game. It's like... How to put it now? Combat, more than fun. Discovering upgrades, very simplistic. Backtracking, sometimes it's not allowed because they expect you to replay the map. So once you go into the next area during the same map, you won't be able to go back and loot. So the game can lock you off if you don't pay attention where you're going, and you can easily, like if there is a path to the left and path to the right, you were supposed to go left to loot, you go right, you can't go left anymore. You easily lose an upgrade. And then you need to replay the entire map. That's a bad part. I'm telling you right now, I played a lot of these third-person shooters, from Gears of War to Space Marine. This one is on par with them, as far as brain-dead third-person shooters go. For example, I played, the last third-person shooter I played was Gears of War 5. And even though Gears of War is a AAA with 10 times better graphics, this game has a better gameplay than Gears of War 5. It just has a better gameplay. Simple as that. It's pure fun. And I can't say a bad thing about it when there's not. Okay, maybe hitboxes are off. That's the bad thing. It locks you out to backtrack. That's a bad thing. Everything else is perfect. Perfect. The only sad thing is they didn't have more money to invest even more into this game and to make it even better. That's the only sad thing. The quality. But if you ignore the quality, the gameplay is actually fun. Really fun. For those that enjoy brain-dead third-person shooters, it's really fun. Leveling and itemization. How can I do this without spoiling the game? For the third-person shooter, not only for the third-person shooter, for basically all games that I played in my life, this game has one of the better leveling and itemization systems. It is simplistic, but it's perfect. Why do I say it's perfect? It feels rewarding. Every time when you get a perk, it feels rewarding. It puts a smile on your face. Why? Because every perk that you invest into the skill tree matters for the actual gameplay. These are not some passive shit like in other games, okay? 10% more health, 10% more damage. No, it changes how you play the game. No matter what perk you invest into these two types of skill tree, it changes how you play the game. Everything revolves around the gauntlet you carry and about the tricks you can do during the fight. And it's one of the betters I've seen. Maybe this is the strongest part of the game. Leveling and itemization, aside from gameplay, of course. Now, not only that you got perks to upgrade and so on, along the way you also find new weapons. A rifle, a crossbow, a chain gun, I don't know what else, a flamethrower, bombs, and so on. That's also where you need to invest money into upgrades along the way. When you get to go on the maps, the only thing you can find is money, dollars, bucks, call it how you like. They call it bucks in this game, and with those bucks, you max out this, okay? And everything that you click and everything that you're gonna upgrade here matters for the gameplay. And it matters a lot. It enhances gameplay. It gives you better chances of survival. Not a single upgrade in this game, no matter if it's the one where you invest money to go with this or when you invest perk points into skill tree, not a single one is stupid. It's the perfect balancing. I say that almost never, but I'm gonna say it now. The game is balanced well, and the main reason for it is leveling and itemization. It's just great. Every freaking perk, every freaking coin that I invested felt rewarding. It felt good when you finish the map, when you kill a boss and you get a perk. You didn't get a legendary item, like for example in God of War or something like that. You just get one perk point and you're happy because it's gonna change how you play the game completely. Move sets, they gonna be amazing. I don't know how many different combos you can do in this game. 50, 60 different combos to execute enemies. Mix of melee, call it magic because you use electricity, and ranged. 50, 60 different combos. It's just brutal, it's great. And at the end, they also added some cosmetics. And that's about it. So the only things you can find on the map are coin, treasure chests that provide coin and occasional perk, and lore documents. That's everything that you can find on the map. The game doesn't waste your time. Of course, there's also all NPCs that you can check. There's bestiary, all enemies in the game, and that's about it. For this type of game, third-person shooter, And I kinda play them all. This is the best skill tree and the best balancing that I've seen probably in my life. 10 out of 10. I mean it. A perfectly balanced game. NPCs and enemies. The main character, Jesse Rentier, classic half-brain brute with only one job to slay vampires. His friend, classic brute that curses and yells non-stop, that's only there to slay vampires. Jesse's father, main villain, and his daughter, vampire daughter. And of course a scientist that can upgrade your stuff. Those would be the NPCs in the game. All NPCs in the game. Disgusting writing means bad NPCs. Weaker part of the game. And I would give it like 2-3 out of 10 if it's only NPCs, because we're now gonna speak also about enemies and enemies variety. There's huge enemy variety in the game. Huge enemy variety. Monstrosities, vampires. Small ones, big ones, bosses. Okay. With 4 bosses in total. Main bosses, huge things. They take 10 minutes to drop. At least on the difficulty I played on, they take 10 minutes to drop. Boss design is unique, especially for the first and the second boss. They're freaking amazing. Maybe final boss felt a bit weaker. As far as enemies go, I like them all. They were done really well. And I would give AI also. I need to say something about AI. This game has crazy good AI. They don't wait for you to finish your combo, to adjust. They just don't wait. They're aggressive. They are doing their stuff. They got their own moves, set of moves, 2, 3, 4 sets, and they do not wait. If there's like 10 of them on you, sometimes 6, 8 of them will attack you at the same time. AI is aggressive, really aggressive, but you got a lot of tricks in your sleeve so you can handle them. The more you play, the better you are. And again, that all goes to the great leveling and itemization part. It also holds enemies. So AI is really good. It's a challenging game. Let's just say it like this. NPCs and I would give them 2-3 out of 10. For enemies, good variety, good enemy design, cool bosses, cool mini bosses, great arena fights, great brawls, and very good AI. I would give 9 out of 10. If you don't care about the story, it's a great game. Okay, so this is gonna go with 6 out of 10 NPCs and enemies. Music and sound. Every line of text in the game, including the letters you find along the way, is voice acted. Voice acting is mediocre. A lot of times it's also bad. But every single line is voice acted. Music. I heard like 2 or 3 tunes during some maps in the middle that were kinda okay. The rest is garbage. Sound effects are great. 6 out of 10. Final verdict. $67 points. $7.4 out of 10 for Evil West 2022. That would be like opinion for. There's also co-op, I forgot. There's also co-op or the single player. It's very close to 8 out of 10. For multiplayer. Because usually everything is more fun when in co-op. It's a fun game. Extremely fun game. What destroyed this game for being brilliant? Amount of money, production, cinematics, and writing. Maybe even music. Those parts are just bad. I can't even say they're average. They're below average, those parts. As far as gameplay, the fun factor, shooting, leveling, progression, risk and reward. As far as difficulty, challenge, as far as all of that goes, even I can say solid optimization, this is a great game. Then it's a 9 out of 10. If you do not care about story, it's a great game. If you care about story, it's above average game. So I believe it's fair that it's 7.4 out of 10. I would like to see this. I think it's Polish developers. I would like to see them with more money so they can make Evil West 2 with better writers. They should pay for writers. I believe I've seen this game everywhere. It jumped out of my refrigerator, basically. News, okay, ads on YouTube, on different websites, on Twitter. Evil West is everywhere, man. They invested a lot into advertising the game. They were better off spending that money into proper writer and into voice acting. Or even better, remove story completely, remove stupid writing, and make gameplay even more fun. I would love to see them with more money. The game is way too freaking expensive right now, $50, but I would love to see them make Evil West 2 with even better graphics. They can keep the gameplay like this, and they just need a better writer and less cringe during their cinematics. And it's gonna be a great game. Easily 9 out of 10. If they have enough resources. For those that like games like this, brain dead third-person shooters, it's brilliant. It's refreshing. Especially during 2022, when all games want to be Souls-likes. When all games want to be roguelikes. There's like, let's say, 10 games in total. 5 of them are Souls-likes. No, 5 of them are roguelikes, 4 of them are Souls-likes, and then there's one brain-dead shooter with a linear story and linear progression. We need more linear games like this for fun. In the last 5 years, they all want to be Souls-likes. They all wanna be Hades and Dead Cells. This game, maybe it's like 10% Souls-like. 90% of it is a combo of a Space Marine and Doom Eternal from the third person perspective. Good game. I had fun. I can't say there was a single second when I played this game that it was actually boring. Not a single second of it was boring or time wasting. If you hate story, if you hate cinematics, you can always skip them and play the game. That will be it for the Evil West. And that would be it for tonight. It's 1 AM. I got some guests tomorrow early in the morning. I need to help my wife so we clean the house. Guys, thanks for watching. And I'll be seeing you back tomorrow.